FB tweet. Pinterest email send text message print. A new two-part documentary airing on Peacock sheds light on sex abuse within the Amish community, chronicling the harrowing story of a woman who was abused since childhood by multiple male family members. My first perpetrator was my biological father, Mary Byler, 39, recounts. I was 5. Mary is the lead subject of Peacock's new true crime series Sins of the Amish, where she opens up about the trauma she endured in the insular community. The documentary begins streaming today. It's a predator's paradise, she says in part 1 of the documentary, during which it's revealed she sexually abused by her father, who died when she was a small child, and 3 of her siblings, Johnny, Eli, and David. I remember not being safe in my room from my own brother, Mary says. Speaking exclusively to people, Mary, now an advocate for Amish and ex-Amish abuse victims through her organization Misfit Amish, says it's her mission to eliminate the romanticized view of the Amish culture, as well as provide support and resources for survivors of cults and conservative sectarian religious groups. She believes that in the Amish community, women are largely silenced, and it's considered too dangerous to speak out. If somebody is an abuser, you're supposed to forgive him, Mary explains to people of her strict, religious upbringing. There's no space for you to even process what happened to you. But, it wasn't until she learned her brother David had reportedly chosen his next victim, their toddler sister, and that their mother would do nothing to put a stop to it, that Mary decided that was the last straw. It literally killed me, she says of the moment she learned of the sexual abuse in 2004. She, her mother, told her, "Little sister, you have to forgive, and that means you don't talk about it, and you can't tell anybody about it." And it clicked, that if I don't do anything, my sister is gonna grow up and have the exact same hell as her childhood, as I did, Mary says in Sins of the Amish. Mary did what she says most Amish abuse survivors are too scared to do. She alerted authorities at the Vernon County Sheriff's Office, where they outfitted her with a wire in hopes of capturing an audio confession from the Byler brothers. While visiting Johnny at his farm, Mary got what she needed for deputies to make an arrest: his confession that he sexually abused her. Since Johnny, Eli and David all pleaded guilty to sex crimes, the case against the brothers never went to trial, according to investigator Don Henry. Their mother, Sally Kempf, pleaded no contest to failure to report a crime in connection with the sex abuse, the La Crosse Tribune reported. That's 11 years of hell, Henry said of the abuse Mary suffered from the age of 6 through 17. As Mary pulled back the curtain to unveil the culture of sexual abuse, her former community rallied behind her abusers, and relationships with her family members went sour, she says. Because of this, she says she now keeps in touch with very few extended family members. Now, through her Misfit Amish blog and podcast, and by providing resources and literature to survivors, Mary hopes to shed light on the problem, and to encourage survivors to speak up. The two-part documentary Sins of the Amish begins streaming today on Peacock.